Greetings, fellow speculators. I wanted to put a little video together on an article I just wrote for my website, ProsperousAdventure.com. It's under the About Luke section. And in here I do some money saving tips and ways to get more money to buy speculative stocks, and just thank yous and shout outs and just random stuff like that. So I wanted to say thank you for all the subscribers I've got on YouTube. There's 20 subscribers now, and it's only been like a month or something since I got started, so I'm very grateful for that. And just got the ball started, rolling, and I'd like to keep it going from there. If you've ever been to my YouTube channel, this is kind of the new setup of the channel. I've been polishing it a bit, and I just wanted to point out other subscriptions that I've added. These are some of the ones that I like, that inspire me, that might inspire you too. And so other people's channels, other creators' channels. So one of them is an interesting one that I stumbled upon called SVSeeker. And this guy is in Tulsa, Oklahoma. He goes and he decides, this is like 5 years ago or something, that he's going to build a massive sailboat in his front yard. And if you go to this YouTube channel, you can learn all about this monster sailboat that he's building for he and his wife. And he's in Tulsa, Oklahoma. He tells how he's going to take it down the river to the ocean and go live on the boat. And he shows all the tools. He makes a lot of his own tools and makes all the parts and pieces and puts it together. He just loves building stuff, as I do too. I like creating things with my hands and using power tools and seeing the finished product. So this guy makes a massive sailboat on a shoestring budget and says, we can do it. You know, if I can do it, you can do it. Here's how. And it's the kind of stuff I like to watch. So that's an interesting one I've been power watching through ever since I found it. I think I've watched all the videos now. Another one is Sailing the Vagabond. I believe they're Australian, this couple. And they have different friends coming on and off the boat as they sail through the Mediterranean, across the Pacific, and not the Pacific, across the Atlantic into the Caribbean. And they've created these videos about them sailing. And so they don't have a huge video history yet, but it's the start of their voyage, and their voyage is going. And so I'm subscribed, and I'm excited to see new episodes as they upload them and as their series unfolds. That's one that I've been subscribed to. And there's spearfishing in there too. That kind of appeals to me. Another one is Simon Leach, and this guy's got a interesting way of presenting pottery. It's a Spanish guy, and I guess his family is quite known in the pottery world. But how would I know about his family if he didn't create a YouTube channel and tell me about it? He creates all kinds of pottery, creates kilns, and puts together cheap kilns. And you can build a kiln this way and that way. You can build a pottery wheel this way and that way. He has recipes of how he does glazes with stuff like wood ash, cheap things that you can get a hold of without really paying for, and make beautiful stuff and do it. Just go do it. It's a lot of the kinds of attitude that he says. Here's how. I'll show you how. Watch some videos. Doesn't cost you anything. Teach you how to do it. Go do it. I like to see that. So another one is Delos Crew. It used to be SV Delos or SV Delos Brian. They changed name a couple times. So they made all these videos, and it's kind of younger, about my age group, compared to a lot of the people that go sailing are usually older before they can afford it. But this guy built a company and said, this isn't right for me, it's time to do a different lifestyle. And he went out and he bought this sailboat, and this is about him getting the sailboat, fixing it up, and going sailing. And he's got a lot of different videos about him and friends sailing from Seattle down to Mexico and across the Pacific to Australia and up through Indonesia and the Philippines, and from the Philippines headed south from there. I think that's where the story is now. They left the Philippines and they're headed south, get out of hurricane season. So I've been excited to watch this one along the way. Great scenery, put together very well, and just inspiring. It says, let's go do it. Just do it, do it, do it. Let's live life. It's time to go. Do it right now. Stop hesitating and move on. Another one is Chuckie 2009. This is a younger guy and he's just got a passion for welding. I mean, there's a bunch of welding channels out there, like welding tips and tricks, and lots of them that are about welding that are full of great information. But this guy, Chuckie 2009, he's got a pile of subscribers. I think over 100,000 subscribers here, 104,000 subscribers as we're talking, because he's really passionate about what he does. He just really cares about welding, and it's inspirational to me. So I've been building some different things with my welder, getting to know how to weld. I just got a basic TIG welder, do some stick welding, just really basic stuff. But he gets a lot more fancy than that, and I think over time I'll probably collect other welding tools and create different projects as I go. It's just interesting to me to take really cheap ingredients and put them together into something that's, before knowing how to do it, would have been out of my mind and unbelievable. But with the knowledge, it makes it really easy. And I think finance is the same way. With the knowledge and the nerve, you can go make money in the markets. You can take speculations with a lot less risk than people think coming into them. And so the same way he's passionate about welding, I'm passionate about stocks and penny stocks, and this is just a different way to look at it. Who else? We got, just go back a couple. We got Kevin Carranza, artist, and this guy likes to build stuff out of metal, and he likes to show you how he uses his saws and his welders and why you do it this way and that way. And the same thing, he's passionate about his creations, and he says it's a lot cheaper to do it this way and it's cheaper to do it that way, and you could save time doing it this way. And he just tells you how to do it better, tells you how to do it and how to do it better and get better at what you want to do, and how to make something. If you want to make it, you can make it. And it's a very positive attitude, the kind of stuff that I like to hear. And so it's an interesting one to watch. I haven't watched all of his videos yet. I think he's got a pile of videos out there. Not sure how many subscribers, 25,000 subscribers, so not as popular as Chuckie 2009, but very entertaining to me. There's probably others out there that appeal more to you, but I like that one. I went one click too far. Adam Tamerkin. This is one of the subscribers to my channel. He also recommends some of my videos. He's got one of the last like things he's got on here is one of my videos. I've been watching his videos and listening to what he has to say and talking to him on the phone, and he's just a young breath of fresh air that has a like mind. He's got great opinions, he's got great questions, and he is it just seems like he's 30 or 40 years older in his mind than he actually is in his body or something. I think this guy's got a great future ahead of him. There's another YouTube channel you might like called Vsauce. It's very popular, one of the top ones out there, that's always asking questions, like really, titles that make you click on them, like almost spamish kinds of titles that you really want to click on, like how fast does dark travel or something, right? Asking questions that interest people. I think Adam Tamerkin asks questions that matter and tries to trace down the answer. I think as he keeps doing that over time, his channel could grow quite well too. Let's see, White Spot Pirates. I was up half the night last night, early this morning, blowing through this one. This is a one that I just found. So I haven't watched all the episodes yet. I've watched most of them, and it's about this German girl who buys a boat in Panama and shows up to fix the thing, and it's like, I wonder if she got in over her head. I mean, stuff like a screw breaks, and she's like, oh no, now what do I do? But she looks it up on the internet, and she figures out how to get a broken screw out of the hole, and figures out how to fix it, how to change this leak and that leak and this piece of wood, and how to use a table saw, and how to use tools to fix stuff and make it work for you on a budget. And she talks about things like paying the tax here, paying the fee here, and how to avoid this fee and that fee, and planning ahead like a German engineer would to navigate life's fees so she can use the money to put it into what she wants. And what she wants is to fix up this boat she names Carl and sail it around the world. She's got a couple trips she wants to take, but go sailing on this thing. Go see a bunch of places that would be hard to see from Europe. So basically get out in the Pacific on the other side of the world and go exploring. And she doesn't have the full plan of how much she's going to spend along the way, but she's going to see how far she can get and start going for it. And I like that can-do attitude and budgeting along the way that I think will make it much more possible for her to actually do it. And that's probably how she got to buy the boat and pack everything and get there in the first place. Companies that do that tend to come out with better results too. Lots of planning. Let's see. Sprott US Media. This one's got a bunch of videos by Andrew Jackson, this geologist that I love listening to because I used to work with him. He's great at explaining geology. This is my old boss, Rick Rule, and he's great at explaining speculations in markets and strategy, and just a great mentor and inspirer to me of all kinds. And he's putting together videos along the way, as well as Takoa De Silva is a kind of a newer guy at Sprott Global who used to run another online media outlet to tell people about stocks in the markets and things, and before he went to work at Sprott Global, and now he's interviewing Rick Rule and others like him that are inspirers in the sector and publishing those interviews on this YouTube channel, Sprott US Media. So that's one that I like to subscribe to and get those interviews of guys from our industry saying, giving us their point of view. CEO.CA, you got all kinds of videos on here. Recently they did a bunch of presentation recordings of some companies that I'm interested in, but lots of companies in our industry at different conferences, but they do interviews and try to chase down the leaders of companies and get to learn from them and put that content on their channel. They've got Brent Cook on here and Ira Thomas, Kamenak, Richard Bedell from Ren Gold. That's one of the companies we follow. Kamenak's one of the companies I've speculated on for a long time. They used to be a great prospect generator, using all kinds of other people's money and expertise. Now they've got a project and they're more of a project developer, but I think those people will come back to the prospect generation game as they start up their next one. I think first they're going to finish this off, get it bought out by a developer, and come back around. So I'm always watching these guys, but this is just what's on their front page. So next, what else do we have? I think that might be the end of the list. That's the end of the ones I was pointing out. But what I really wanted to say is I'm interested in what channels you guys are watching. What inspires you? What channels would be good for me to watch too? I'd like to learn from you, and hopefully the same way that you can learn from me, we can learn from each other and become a better tool by working together. So if you have channels that you believe in, that you like, that you think are inspiring, tell us about them. Put them in the comments below. This is time for you to sell your own channel if you have one. Tell me about it. I'd love to hear about it. And if you like these kinds of updates and you like these kinds of companies that I follow, please subscribe to my YouTube channel too. Thanks for listening.